After you realize you're a vegetable and you accept that, is there another stage where you can canalize that vital energy to do positive things with your vegetable mind?
Um, you are not a vegetable. It's too loud. Hello. Okay. Let's see. You're not a vegetable. Actually, we are not. Here, you have to listen to this carefully because it's it changes everything, so you don't worry anymore about positive or the negative. You have come to realize that negative and positive are the sides of the same coin. So this idea of the mind of just doing positive things takes you to hell. Of course, the mind has this predisposition or conditioning to do everything right. But there is no right or wrong. You see, there is not one person in the whole world that only has done right or positive things. The whole point of being here is realizing that there is no point in judging anything, because the judgment comes from the mind. So what I'm trying to convey here is that awareness does not judge, and because it does not judge, it brings peace to everything that is, because is. So we are here, in a way of saying, to learn to accept what is, without judging what is. The moment you judge as a negative, you are in search of the positive, you enter time, and you miss the now. So you are not a vegetable, and in no way I'm saying watching will make you a vegetable. What makes you a vegetable is the mind. Is the mind that makes you into a robot, into a reaction mechanism. Awareness brings response into life. Awareness is what makes you totally alive. Então, then, see, whatever you watch, yeah, if, let's say, you watch your body-mind responding reactively, equally, repetitively, don't judge, watch. Because what's happening is that you come from a movement, from an unconscious movement, from a conditioning movement, and of course it's going to take some time, so you align the whole system to this nowness. But you shouldn't worry, because worrying is of the mind. So what I'm here inviting you is become aware that awareness does not want you to do positive things or negative things or deny negative things or affirm positive things. Awareness, just take it as it is. And you have to realize that the nature of things, of every event, everything that happens in time. meaning it comes and goes. You don't need to do anything to anything so that something goes away, because things will go away anyway. Just take the time. So watchfulness, in a way, it's very patient. It doesn't want anything. If you look at your mind wants things. It has objectives, has ideals. So you're not a vegetable. You are not what you see. If you see the mind body working right now as a vegetable, realize it. But don't say it's a vegetable, because it's not a vegetable. It's just responding out of a conditioning that you had the luck or the unluck to inherit. But that's beyond the point. Because if you come to see yourself as awareness, the conditioning is as petty as anybody else's. There is nobody that has a fantastic, perfect conditioning. There isn't. Nobody. So you see the conditioned body-mind working and responding in a way it can, in its limitations. What brings illimited possibilities, or open up the field of possibilities, is awareness. Because from the conditioned mind, you don't have an infinite field of possibilities. You have a limited field of possibilities. But once you start falling back into yourself, into consciousness, into what is right now, that mind doesn't know what it is, the possibilities are opened. And then, of course, you're no vegetable. Yeah? And if you like to be a vegetable, be a beautiful vegetable, a very fresh vegetable. Yeah. So watch your mind, how it does put you down, so that it suggests that in the future you get better. You know, the mind is not on your side. So bringing Osho in his case is either your mind or you. And actually, what's the choice? If you could choose between you and your vegetable mind, what would you choose? Obviously. So you have no choice. It's given. You just have to come to realize and start noticing. You see, every time you see yourself as a vegetable, it's mind perspective, and it implies that you should get better in the future. But if you don't see yourself as a vegetable, but as the watcher of a vegetable, it changes the whole picture. And the fact, whether you like it or not, whether you see it or not, you are the watch of the vegetable you. So if you just a vegetable you, take a little time to see, to answer in an existential way. Are you the vegetable that you see, or you are the seer of the vegetable? Don't bring judgment. Just see. Are you the seer or the vegetable that you see? What happens to us is that in the mind perspective, we cannot dissociate what we see from what we are. We identify ourselves with what we see. We don't identify ourselves with the seer, with the one who sees. And here we are only pointing that out. See yourself as the one who sees, not what's seen. You see a body, you're not the body, even though the mind says, feels like. Don't fall for the feeling story, because the feeling story is a body level dimension which is not yours, because there is no feeling without awareness. As there is no feeling without body, but the body is there, but behind the body feeling there is awareness in the body feeling. Yes? The mind thinking the same way. So here, that's why I always bring back the question, who are you? The one who sees or what's seen? And of course, if you go into philosophical mode, you can say that what you see is what you are, because everything is you in a very deep level. But then, what are you seeing? Are you seeing or you're thinking you are seeing? When you see vegetable, there's a judgment implied. You're not seeing, you are projecting onto the canvas of the body, into the canvas of the mind, a mind judgment. So seeing and thinking are two different modes. Seeing is the perspective of awareness. Awareness doesn't judge. But the mind takes the seeing, the object, and puts a filter over it. Sometimes a black filter, sometimes a white filter, sometimes a carbon, black, dirty filter, or a diamond filter. And I'm not here to tell you to put a diamond filter. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to help you, to invite you to see that it doesn't matter whether it's a diamond or a carbon, you're still seeing an object. And you are never the object. You are pure subjectivity, which you cannot transform, you cannot change, you cannot make it into an object. The mind is always dealing with objects. It cannot deal with anything that's bigger than itself. Naturally, that's why we have a mystery to be lived. We have to understand here that we are going beyond understanding of the mind. So nobody in this room is a vegetable, or everybody is a vegetable in the perspective of the mind. That is, who here doesn't have limitations in the body-mind organism? You see? But I'm not pointing to that. I'm pointing to awareness, which ultimately you are. You only have to come to terms, listen, and check. Of course, the mind has many objectives, many theories, many ideas, but you put it aside for a while. Just rest in awareness and realize how does it feel in the body level, in the mind level, when awareness is present. And the funny joke is that awareness is always present. How do we miss it? Or do we miss it? Or we are dreaming we are missing it? You could take your existence in a very simple way. You are just awareness dreaming. So don't worry. Dream on a little bit more until suddenly something hit the windshield and you go, ah! What's happening? And then you realize, I was just dreaming. There was no problem. That's why we say waking up. Waking up is getting the point that you're just right now awareness dreaming. You're not a dream. your awareness dreaming. It changes everything. You understand? And don't be hard on yourself. Yeah, because otherwise you keep the dream more dense. See, accept, like to say, accept your destiny. I am awareness dreaming, but I am awareness. Remember, as a mantra, I am awareness dreaming. It's okay. I dream for a while. Actually, what can awareness actually, if you look from a playful perspective, you're gonna see it's all the divine play from an Indian old concept. It's lila. It means that awareness has nothing to do, so it's dreaming New York to have some fun, to eat some bagels. You understand? It's not serious. So don't get very serious about your disease because you're not diseased. You're just dreaming that you have a disease. Be at ease with your disease and see what happens. No disease can be there for long if you take it easy. Actually, the invitation of awareness that you love everything, including the vegetable you, without much judgment. Hold on, poor vegetable. And then you see it's transforming itself. It transforms by the grace of awareness, by the light of awareness, by the love of awareness. Awareness doesn't want anything from you. It doesn't need anything. You don't need to be perfect. There is nobody perfect. Tell your mom, if you have one. You understand? It's just what it is. Relax. And then you're going to see awareness starts touching the world, and the world starts changing by the touch of awareness. But if you touch the world with mind, you will be a sort of an Midas, how you say, that God that touched everything and became gold. If you touch with your mind, you become an Midas. It's like you turn to shit everything you touch. But the point is awareness is it's golden touch. You touch and it turns to gold. You touch and it becomes beautiful. Because it's you in the end. So what a beautiful vegetable.